Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to my review of Lucha Underground Season 4, Episode 7, called The Gift That Keeps on Giving. And this was a good episode of Lucha Underground this week. I have to say it was much better than last week's episode. Of course, we had the Gift of the Gods Championship tonight. Of course, 4 matches in this episode tonight. So let's get started. The first match was Jake Strong, aka Jack Swagger, versus Sammy Guevara. And this was an okay match. Mostly Strong was dominating through the match, where at the beginning of the match, he ended up hitting suplexes and tossing around Guevara in the ring. Strong ended up following up with a Vader bomb. Guevara ended up firing back, and they spilled onto the floor. We saw Strong was pissed at that. He tossed Guevara into some chairs. Guevara was trying to climb the ladder to the balcony, but we saw Strong was looking for the ankle lock for him to lock in on Guevara. Guevara ended up kicking him out of the way, and Guevara ended up climbing up the ladder to the balcony. And Guevara ended up following up with a awesome looking moonsault from the balcony onto Strong. And the match ended with Strong ended up locking in the ankle lock on Guevara. Guevara ended up tapping out. So Strong is the winner. Also at the end, Strong ended up breaking Guevara's ankle. So, but all in all, it was an okay match. Strong pretty much dominated through the match. And like I said, with Swagger, with Strong, aka Jack Swagger, this season of Lucha, they're taking him to good lengths as this season progresses, and he's just been dominant. So, but all in all, it was an okay match. Then we had Matanza versus Vinnie Massaro. Before the match even started, we saw Antonio Cuerno come out saying that he wanted to fire Vinnie Massaro as soon as he took over Lucha Underground. But he didn't want to do that, because if Dario would have kept Vinnie Massaro around. And so Antonio has a pizza delivered to Vinnie in the ring, and so the pizza guy ends up coming out, gives the pizza to Vinnie. He opens it and he finds out that it's a pineapple pizza, and that was really funny though. And then Antonio sends out Matanza, and so then the match got underway, which was basically another squash match where Matanza is just sacrificing more of the luchadores to the gods. But Massaro ended up slapping Matanza. He starts running the ropes a whole lot, and he gets tired from it, which is stupid, because it's just him running the ropes back and forth, back and forth. Like, what? It was stupid. And so, Vinnie didn't do nothing in the match. And then when he does try to strike at Matanza, Matanza ends up headbutting him. And so he ends up choke slamming Vinnie Massaro into the pizza. And so the match ended. And we see the pizza guy. It was funny, the pizza guy reached into Vinnie's pocket, and he was going to steal Vinnie's wallet. And so Matanza, he ends up choke slamming the pizza guy. And so Matanza ends up putting the pizza guy on top of Vinnie, and Matanza ends up sacrificing Vinnie and the pizza guy, sacrificing them to the gods. So, but they're just doing this, to write, the luchadores, some of the luchadores off TV. But I'm really interested in where they're taking this this angle with Matanza. Hopefully it leads to a good thing, as the season progresses. So, but Matanza versus Vinnie, it was basically just a squash match. Matanza just sacrificing another person to the gods. And then we had Son of Havoc, Ivelisse and the Mack versus Dezmond X, El Dragon Azteca Jr., and King Cuerno, this was going to be the Gift of the Gods championship match. But Antonio Cueto ended up swerving us. He comes out and says, he wants to mix things up. He said it's not going to be a 6-way for the Gift of the Gods championship. He ends up making it a 3-way. So we have a trios match first. And the winners of this match will move on into the Gift of the Gods championship match. So it was Son of Havoc, Ivelisse, and the Mack versus Dezmond X, El Dragon Azteca Jr., and King Cuerno. And Son of Havoc ended up choosing the Mack to be the third person. So the Mack is tagging with Son of Havoc, and the Mack was being with Son of Havoc and Ivelisse. And this match was good. I really enjoyed this match. The Mack was impressive in this match. He was, hitting clotheslines. He was, turning people. He was turning luchadores inside out. And at the end of the match, King Cuerno ended up hitting Thrill the Hunt for the win. And so Dezmond X, El Dragon Azteca Jr., and King Cuerno end up moving on into the Gift of the Gods championship match. And during this match, we saw Killshot was watching the whole match from up the stairs. So, and at the end of the match, Mil Muertes comes out, and he lays out, he takes out Son of Havoc, Ivelisse, and the Mack because of what the Mack did last week, where he ended up kicking out Mil Muertes out of the Gift of the Gods championship match, and him not having Mil Muertes get a shot in the Gift of the Gods championship match. So it's pretty much Mil Muertes getting his revenge of what Mack did last week. So, but all in all, it was a good match. And so we go to the main event, which was the Gift of the Gods championship match. One of these guys at the end is going to be the Gift of the Gods champion. So it was Dezmond X versus El Dragon Azteca Jr. versus King Cuerno. And this was a really good main event. This was very entertaining match where they all started going at it with each other. King Cuerno ended up taking control of the match. He was hitting drop kicks. He was hitting the drop kick on El Dragon Azteca Jr. Covered El Dragon Azteca Jr. for a 2 count. Azteca kicked out of it. And we had at one point where Dezmond ended up hitting a where Dezmond X ended up hitting a 619 because they were all three guys were out on the floor, and Dezmond hits the 619, but El Dragon Azteca Jr. cuts him off, and they were trading strikes. King Cuerno comes and takes out Dezmond X and El Dragon Azteca Jr. And what was really cool was Dezmond X, King Cuerno ended up slamming Dezmond X off of the barricade, and El Dragon Azteca then flung Dezmond X into the chairs, which was crazy. And Dezmond X, he comes out of nowhere and he dives off the balcony and wipes out El Dragon Azteca Jr. and King Cuerno, and that was really amazing. And when that happened, the crowd there was, really like that. They was cheering, "Holy shit, holy shit!" And it was a good moment in that match. I never thought I would see Dezmond X, do that off of the balcony. And the end of the match, it was down to El Dragon Azteca Jr. and Dezmond X. They were working, at the top of the top turnbuckle, and El Dragon Azteca Jr. ends up hitting a wheelbarrow driver, which was really cool, really awesome move, and he ends up pinning Dezmond X for the 3 count. And so El Dragon Azteca Jr. is the new Gift of the Gods champion, which I'm really happy about. It's a huge win for El Dragon Azteca Jr. He's always been close, but Lucha Underground, they never really thought El Dragon Azteca Jr. would be a main player for them. And now that he's won the Gift of the Gods championship, I'm really looking forward to how this is going to play out with El Dragon Azteca Jr. being the Gift of the Gods champion. But I'm happy. I'm happy that he won the Gift of the Gods championship. So I think it was a good choice. It was a good choice for them to put the Gift of the Gods championship on El Dragon Azteca Jr. So, but all in all, it was a good main event. It was a good match, back and forth, exciting, and that Dezmond X leap from the balcony was awesome. So, and then the final scene for the episode, we see Mario the Martinez. He was being dragged around. His sister Mariposa ends up waking him up, dumping water on him, and Marty ends up telling her that he was dreaming of Melissa Santos. With Marty and how he really likes Melissa Santos, but Melissa gets creeped out by him, and Mariposa ends up saying to Marty that he needs to focus, and Marty wants to take Pentagon Dark's teeth for Pentagon breaking his arm. And Mariposa ends up telling Marty that he needs to be Pentagon Dark for the Lucha Underground championship, because she ends up saying to Marty that he's destined for greatness. And then all we just see is Marty end up laughing, and the episode ends. So, but that was the scene to end the episode. But all in all, it was a good episode of Lucha Underground. Really happy about El Dragon Azteca Jr. Being the Gift of the Gods champion. I'm really looking forward to see where they're going to take him. as the season progresses. So yeah, so anyways, that's it for my review of Season 4, Episode 7 of Lucha Underground, called The Gift That Keeps on Giving. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed this review. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and until next video, I'll see you all later.